What's up, America? Welcome back to another episode of the Boom Room. I just love doing that, bro.
You know who you sound like?
Uh.
You sound like Mountain Man from
Yeah.
Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, dude, I can just I feel like it's like, you got those guys that do special commercials,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all I do is voiceovers, like today only.
Oh, yeah.
You get
Like
this
the
brand
movie
new
guys.
Honda for $5,000. I could do that.
Like
Those
in the
are fucking
90s.
epic.
Yeah, you feel me? Like I feel like
Yeah.
I could just do that all day. Like, what do you do? I'm just the guy that writes hooks for commercials.
Yeah, do you have like the
Always
old,
wanted to be
Yeah,
like
you know
on
what I mean?
Netflix, they have the old Ninja Turtles back in the day?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like those back in those days, the
Yeah.
voiceover guys be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
in New
Leonardo
York,
looking for Splinter in New York,
four brothers
fighting a human trash can.
looking for their dad.
Classic.
You know what I mean, dude? It's like I think about that shit all the time. I'm like, man, dude, I could have made bank back in the day. You know?
Oh yeah.
You should be bank now. Take care of me so I can quit.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm gonna go be like I could be like a sports announcer. I could be like a radio talk show host, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Something
cuss too much
fancy.
for that shit.
They're gonna be like, listen, you need to not throw the F bombs every time something.
Yeah, I
happens."
know. They're all listen, bro. We're controlled by the CCC. I'm like, oh fuck that. They're all,
They're all-
again. There you go.
They'll say you're not allowed to ever talk about any Duke games.
Yeah.
Because you get too
Dude,
crazy.
oh, I get fucking lit. See, that would be my hardest part, but I think that would also be like a part of me that would be like a little bit cooler
Mm-hmm.
because I'd be like that guy that's like a little biased certain turn teams. You know, they'd be like, oh, here comes Mike talking about Duke. He's about to snap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just feel like to me, I always ask that question. Like, you think about podcasts. We've had this conversation before, but it's like you think about podcasts. It's like sometimes I listen to podcasts and they all sound the same. But I'm like, why does one podcast like make bank over other podcasts? You feel what I'm saying? Doesn't make any sense.
Personalities, people who's on it, most likely.
Yeah. Like dude, we were watching.
Consistency.
So dude, we were literally watching. We brought this up on a podcast a long time ago. We were watching the Stilo Brim on the ridiculousness.
Mhm.
He does a podcast. It's called Blunts and Wine.
Oh yeah.
And dude, literally, I kid you not. One day I was like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna listen to it just to see what it's about. You know what I mean? Dude, it literally is just like our podcast. The only difference is that he gets celebrities on there.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
I
it's
mean,
literally-
that's a pretty
And
big
that's a-
difference.
Oh, no,
Really
yeah,
big
yeah,
boost
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
of views.
Yeah. So what we gotta do is, bro, we gotta find a random celeb that's gonna
Random
be
celeb.
like a rock star or somebody that
Gardner
lives in Tucson.
Minshew.
I get it.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
got.
saying.
I got it. We'll get the guy that has that Netflix show that has that fucking weird store down Fourth.
I don't know what that is, but I'm down.
You never seen that?
Nah.
Nope.
It's a weird ass show.
Uh-huh.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
I forget what it's called. So
Okay.
sorry for everyone that's listening. You
Okay.
can't go on Netflix and look it up because I forget what the fuck it's called.
Wow.
But
Okay.
he goes. He has a shop right here on Fourth.
Okay.
He's in Tucson.
'Kay.
And he it's like a knockoff pawn shop. It's
Okay.
Like pawn shop show.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So he goes around. And he'd be like, people go in and be like, he's like crazy as fuck. Wears crazy ass outfits, like fucking overalls, no t-shirt. The overalls are fucking crazy with like Tupac and all kinds of crazy shit on it, right?
I like it.
And he's like, hey, what's up, guys? And they're like college U of A chicks, and they're like, hey, I'm here I'm looking for a wallet. And he's like, oh yeah, you gotta get this one right here. And like he like gets it at the fucking Palo Verde swap meet. He
Sounds
sells it for,
whack
like,
as fuck.
90 Yo,
Yeah.
dude, it's whack as fuck.
And it's the whole show's his.
Yeah, dude, it's like on Netflix. I don't know, it's fucking crazy.
Interesting.
And
I
it's
didn't
just
know
a show
we had
about
any
this
local
fucking
celebrities.
hillbilly fuckbag.
Yeah, dude, let me see if I can look it up on my Netflix app because I have it on my phone right here.
Uh-oh. Lonnie Bean coming in hot? Nope. He looks like he
It says like it's I guess Slavy's World.
Slobby's World.
Yeah, Slavy's World
So
or
yeah.
I was like,
Outdoor
so that's like
Generation
a knockoff of Bobby's World.
Wayne's World.
But yeah, dude.
Part
So
of
like,
town.
yeah, and he's here in town, and yeah, so and like they even show him going to the fucking the Take Verde swap meet.
That sounds whack.
Like he's like, oh, like he finds something, right? He's like, dude, do you know how much I could sell this for? He tries to make it seem
But I
like
think,
it's super
dude,
dope. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking toy.
I feel like
that you
though
got at the
that's
SWAT
like a
meets.
a get rich quick scheme for like everybody. Like the people that buy storage lockers.
yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like you buy those storage lockers, bro, and like, oh my gosh, I found this fucking $2,000 diamond neck. Like who the fuck leaves that in a storage locker?
Yeah.
Like,
A person who died.
No,
Well, that-
okay, but the thing is, no. But even if you die, why the fuck is your $2,000 necklace inside of a storage locker? That would be in my fucking house, bro. How hard is it to house a necklace?
Or I would be like, hey, when I die, make sure you get that $200,000 necklace
Yeah.
Yeah, like
in my storage
dude, like,
locker.
dude, literally, I've always been blown away by that because some of the shit, and I get it, dude. The stage, you gotta have the fucking like people want to see shit going on and blah blah blah. But dude, come on, some of the shit they find in there, bro. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Who's gonna store that shit inside of a fucking, Dude, when you were storing your shit, did you store anything fucking that was super expensive inside of your shit?
No.
See? You see what I'm saying? Everything that was a personal sentimental value or that cost you some coin,
Yeah.
that shit was in your possession. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
blows my mind. Slobby Joes.
Well, not everyone is like us. Some people just maybe that's like their third $200,000 necklace, and they're like, I don't like it so much.
Yeah. Look at this
Yeah.
is that show.
I guess so.
So if you could look at that little picture right there on the phone, that's
Yeah.
what he looks like.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna have to watch it now. Now I'm intrigued. I want to see how he makes fucking Tucson look like shady buttholes. All right,
That's what it's called.
sounds good. I
What's
mean,
it called? Slobby's World.
I don't understand how you get your own fucking TV show selling bum ass shit, but hey,
It's fucking weird, bro. And like, I got one episode into it, and I was like, can't do it.
no, it's that bad.
And I was like,
That's what
it's
I'm
like-
saying. So why
can't
can't
do
we
it.
get our own fucking show, bro?
That's what I'm saying. And we're way more crazy.
No, you see what I'm saying?
Listen,
It's like
we
fuck,
had
bro.
a
I got
girl-
kicked in the fucking dick, bro.
We had our homeboy David's and his lady here last night.
Oh
She
yeah,
told him, like,
Treyway. Yes,
Let
hilarious.
him know what she said. How
So,
we are.
We watched the fight last night. By the way, Gregor did beat Donald Cerrone.
Whole
So
40
shocker
seconds.
alert.
Whole
Let's-
40 seconds.
Yeah,
I
you know,
called it.
yeah, Rhea did. She picked McGregor because
I
she think
picked
he's
McGregor,
super
too.
hot. I
Oh,
picked
I
Cerrone.
picked it. He was hotter than the Cowboy.
I'm gonna say this, dude. I'm not gonna say Donald Cerrone took a dive. I'm not gonna say that by any means. But I really feel like, dude, a guy that hasn't been in the cage in like a year, almost two, came out and literally mollywopped your bitch ass.
Mhm.
Like, and you've been in like at least 4 or 5 fights since his last fight.
Hasn't won though.
Hasn't won though. And then you come out and you get like, you just get, dude, like literally, I'm not like shying away from him. He got mollywopped, dude.
Oh yeah.
He
got
literally
fucking
got his
destroyed.
ass fucking beat, bro. Like,
Destroyed.
destroyed. And it humbles me because it's one of two things. Is Conor McGregor really a savage ass fucking fighter, or did Donald Cerrone just pass his prime?
Oh, I think Donald Cerrone's he's past his prime
Yeah.
for sure. I mean, he's still a very good fighter, but he's not a fighter where he could fight at that elite level
Exactly.
anymore.
Beat
I
my
don't
ass,
believe.
but I don't think he can be beaten.
No,
that
and
bad.
Oh, he'll
but
beat
see,
90% of the
it's-
people in a bar.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I mean?
almost like, you know, when you watch
99.
it's like when you watch sports games and you're like, oh, who won the game, or did they win the game, or did the other team give the game away?
Right.
And that's what my question is now with McGregor. I love McGregor. Everybody knows that. But it's like, look, dude, at the end of the day, it's like, is he now back to fuck everyone up, or did they just put him in there with a dude that's kind of like fucking kind of past his
Well,
prime?
it was definitely a perfect comeback fight
Yes.
matchup for
Yes.
for McGregor, right?
Yeah.
So if you look at that, and then you hear Dana White say, "No one could have saw this coming." Like, people could have saw this.
Yeah,
coming.
I think a lot of
Like-
people saw it coming.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
people were like, "Listen, in the first two rounds, McGregor could knock him out in the first minute."
Yeah.
Right? People knew this could happen.
Yeah.
So for Dana White to sit there and act like McGregor's like some world class, like absolute phenomenal that like no one could, Masvidal knocked out a world class fucking wrestler in 5 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like this happens. But
But
you know
what
I'm
is that?
talking about?
But
Like,
here's
you
my
can't sit
thing
here and
though.
say that,
So
like,
now,
he trying to act like Conor is the greatest thing ever,
yeah,
which he's a good fighter. He's very good fighter. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
take anything from Conor because he fucking did work. Absolutely
Yes.
destroyed him.
yes,
But he also put him against a cowboy that's a lot older, has had literally he's such a tough, bad motherfucker that he will fight every month
Yeah.
if he could. So he has so many fights, dude. You think like Cowboy's gonna be able to be like old Cowboy? Old
Yeah.
Cowboy maybe had a chance.
yeah.
This Cowboy, nah, people
But
saw it
what?
coming.
But I guess the question is, this would have been a good conversation for Slim if fucking Slim was here, because Slim fucking loves Connor. Or Poochie. Poochie's not here, people, because Poochie's a little bitch and he's getting beat up by his ex. But we're
Yeah.
gonna go into that. That's our next topic.
Actually, he's
It's
getting
crazy,
He's getting
yeah.
owned.
It's a crazy ex-girlfriend shit. But my question is though, dude, now we're waiting. Now we're gonna wait because that's what the UFC does. They make us wait. They make us wait for these fucking mega fights that happen 8 years after they should have happened. But my question is now, they're gonna hold out for Khabib, right? Because they're gonna waste time. But what if Khabib gets fucking dropped?
Right?
And then
It's a
what do you do?
possibility.
But that's what I'm saying. But then
Ferguson's
what?
that
Yeah,
weird dude that will fucking.
yeah.
How did I lose to that dude?
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, bro, it's the question you got to ask yourself. It's like, are we going to see the Khabib Conor rematch? But everybody's like, oh, Dana White. And that's why I think Dana White's like, you know, I love him to death, dude. He's stick to the UFC to like the heights that it's been. But it's like, dude, you go back to the same dumb shit every time. What was his answer? Well, everybody wants to see Khabib Conor. No, they don't. Everybody wants to see Masvidal Conor.
Yeah.
So why the fuck are you postponing it, bro? What are you holding off on? Conor's not going to go undefeated, dude. So you need to get off that fucking thought process in your head that he's going to come out and mollywop everybody. You feel what I'm saying?
He's already lost a few times.
Yeah, just fucking trash.
You know what I mean?
Just fucking trash.
Well, I just want to touch on what you said earlier before we move on. I think you're right. Maybe it was a setup, like to make Conor seem like such a badass fighter. Now that he's back, like he is coming to fucking mollywop bitches, no matter who it is, so they could raise up the anticipation for the next fight. So now they're like, "Oh man, did you see Conor knock out that fool in 40 seconds? Like he's gonna be a beast, bro. I can't wait for that next fight." And the next fight could be fucking, a bunch of grown men hugging like anytime you watch Daniel Cormier.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And,
So-
and that's not taking anything away from Cowboy because Cowboy is still a fucking crazy good ass fighter.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
If he goes into a bar, he's beating 99.99% everyone's ass, right?
He's beating my
Oh,
ass
yeah.
for sure.
So you know what I mean. But it's
I'll get
just-
2-3 punches. I'm going to sleep.
He's just not the cowboy that was the old cowboy that would been able to take a shot and then still fucking keep on coming forward and throw.
But
blows
on
at
the
you.
flip side of the coin, though, what do you think about your legacy now? If you're in Cowboy shoes, like, dude, damn, now you've been fucking dropped 3 straight fucking times.
Yeah.
You're like the Dan Marino of the UFC, bro. You hold all these sick ass fucking records, but you never hold a title.
Dog, he's the next fucking goddamn, what was that fucking UFC shit where they got all those kids in the fucking house?
Oh, the Ultimate Fighter.
He's the next
Ultimate
Ultimate Fighter coach.
You think so?
Yeah, he'd be the next one.
Yeah.
Because then he'll get somebody else who's fucking old and, you know what I'm saying, who should pass on some knowledge. Think about it. I think he's a good face of the, UFC or something.
Oh yeah, he's like the Derek Jeter of the UFC.
So I think, like, he would be a good person to go in, coach some of these young folks,
Yeah.
get some of the mentality in there, put himself on TV,
Yeah.
and then fight him against somebody else. But that's where I think he's it. I don't think he's a
D'Angelo.
championship fighter now.
Look at Rhea. She's like, I didn't find him cute. I don't care what he does. He can
Yeah.
retire.
At the end of the fight, he looked like
He
he had
looked-
been
yeah.
in 5
he got-
rounds,
yeah,
got
he
beat
got-
the fuck out of all
Yeah.
5
Rocky
rounds.
at the end
Like
of
it was
episode 3.
crazy.
Yeah,
It
he
happens.
looked like he did a whole championship round.
Yeah.
And it was 40 seconds.
Yep.
So we'll keep you guys postponed on that. We'll see what happens. We'll see. I'm not going to speculate because the UFC likes to waste a ton of fucking time.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying. So Treyway was here with this lady last night. They'd never been to the house. We brought him over to the UFC fight. But if anybody knows, we like to party. Anybody listen to this podcast, we like to party. We get down like champs. No matter what it is, we fucking go hard in the paint. So we ended up doing this flip cup game. It's like we have to flip cups and like land them on 3 bottles. It's pretty crazy. Pretty intense. Hard
Pretty
as fuck. We found it last night. Super fucking hard.
Super hard.
Yeah, super hard. But anyway, long story short, we went out there, we competed, and none of the couples could be on teams. So every couple had to be on the opposite side of their significant other, right?
Right.
It got crazy. A lot of insults were dropped. A lot of hateful things were
A
said.
lot of insults.
Lonnie almost got left
Lonnie
behind.
was so mad. He came in
Yeah.
and broke a bong.
Yeah, came in here, kicked Rhea's bong. He was so upset.
And he was on my
And he
team.
was on Rhea's team. So I
Yo,
think
that makes it seem super way more epic than what it was. I like walked in here, was like, "Yo, I'm gonna hit that bong." Sat it down, walked away. Damn, I broke the bong. All right, I'll tell her later.
yeah, that was the best part. We walked in later and we found this bong broken, and then we all figured it was Lonnie without even asking Lonnie.
Yeah, but
They're
no,
like,
the amount of
you
insults that were getting thrown around outside were
It was a little dense.
I would like to say it was
hilarious on mine.
mainly by your guys' team because
Well,
we
you
were
know.
not doing that much shit talking.
Okay.
Yo,
I mean, Lonnie, every time he remembered, like, oh yeah, they talk shit. Hey, you guys are garbage, and then he'd be like, hey, look at that bird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the only thing I could say was, "Oh man, he thought it was gonna be a lot easier for you."
Yep.
guys. You motherfuckers are talking all that shit like we're gonna fucking mollywop. you
First
guys when
off-
we go.
And we were
I was
just
like,
going.
First off,
way
just so
harder in the
America
paint.
knows, we fucking had damaged cups in our round.
Yeah, because of the team before
Yeah.
us.
So.
We're
We had
garbage.
damaged cups.
One
like,
heavy ass
damaged
hand.
cup.
Three minutes
but that's
in.
not our fault. You guys had damaged cups. We had to play off.
Yeah,
your damaged
because
cups.
Pooch's kid kept grabbing all the
Hey,
fucking cups
listen.
and
Guys,
squeezing
it
the
was
fuck
Listen,
out of
I
them.
did not
Of course
put
it's
Pooch on my
Pooch's
team
kid.
for a
He got
reason.
broke in the first 3 minutes of our round.
Listen,
Because
yeah,
of Pooch's
Don't
kid.
get mad at us because Treyway assembled a fucking devastating roster.
Yeah.
Neither of them wanted to pick anyone. The only reason he chose you is because you're his boss.
Okay, so
and
what
then
does
I
that
automatically had to be on her team because
And
I
then you
can't be
picked
on
the
your
rest of
team.
the
But
team.
obviously, dude, you were trash. So it didn't really fucking matter if you were on my team or not. You wouldn't have helped us do anything. You get what I'm
I
saying?
was really good. I got
We-
really close so many
we
times.
had the winners on
Really
our
Did
side.
you
close.
ever make it?
Yeah,
Only
super.
How many people in this room made it on the
Hey,
cup?
first and foremost.
That's right.
Exactly.
None of us.
First and
Exactly.
foremost.
First off, you would
I-
have never even known
Shit,
about
guys.
this game.
And you
before.
only made it on the cup at the end to end the game to cheat
Listen,
to make you guys win.
you can
No,
say
that
everything
was
you want about
100%.
cheating.
I
Win's
was
a win.
100%
A
cheating.
dub is a dub. Don't get mad, dude,
Look,
because you guys
To
got
let
beat.
him clarify that they won in a bonus round where we had to put the cups right next to the fucking bottle and
Yeah.
flip them on top because neither one of us could make it past the
But
second
there was-
fucking bottle.
Yeah.
interference with the cup.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is Lonnie lost twice. That's all I'm throwing out there, dude.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Like
I
it
did
happens.
lose twice.
You know what I'm saying?
In the same game, I lost twice.
But
Oh.
yeah, so it was getting a little crazy.
Yeah. So anyway,
Getting a
long
little
story short,
heated.
later that night we're in here because we're watching the fight. The fight was on in multiple rooms, so everybody's kind of in their own area, and we're sitting in the room, and fucking Treyway's old lady looks over and tells me, and Treyway's lady doesn't talk very much.
No.
She's a quiet type.
I think she said
Mhm.
like 4 words.
Yeah, maybe 5 or 6 words, and 3 of them were forced out of her.
Yeah,
you know
and
what
one
I'm
of them
saying?
was like, bye.
Yeah, yeah. High was the other one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, dude, she was like, "Holy fuck, dude, you guys are fucking absolute fucking savages." She's like, "I've never been to a party where these many friends insult each other so badly.
Yeah.
They try to sabotage games.
Mm-hmm.
They threaten to take lives.
I punched the bottle.
Yeah, and then she's like, then you guys, when it's over, you guys are back to just being homies again." She was like, it was like so mind blowing to her that all partaked in itself.
You know what? I
Yeah.
think a big part of it though is because they are a younger generation where we're all
And they're
closer to
super
the generation
sensitive?
where we were. Yeah, they are. We're like,
Yeah.
you know, we
They're
grew up
super sensitive.
outside. We grew up being super competitive. Like almost all of us, I think all of us played sports. Like
Yeah.
we're all super like intense.
I know, where is that competitive nature? I feel like it's gone.
Me?
No, I'm just not from you. Fuck no, you're
Oh,
a psycho
from like
bitch.
because everybody
Oh, you
gets an
psycho.
award.
No,
Why do you need to win when you're gonna get an award just for fucking trying?
No, but it's not even that though. I don't even think. I think that has something to do with it, but I don't think that's the little downfall. I just feel like the edge of competition is gone. People are just like they give up so easily. Like, oh, this guy's gonna beat me.
I just feel like kids these days are soft.
It all
Yeah.
started with the
They
six-man
get
award.
offended by everything. They
Damn you,
get their
NBA.
feelings hurt. They can't handle certain pressures of life because it's just too much.
Yep.
That's all they like.
I'm
What's
sorry.
the matter? It's just too much. What's too much? What work?
I
Well,
would
because everything's moving too fast. Because people are talking. Like, what the fuck are you not sense? Like, you know, what I mean? Like so emotionally not strong to where you can't handle like a fast-paced job.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is
You know what I
this
mean?
is what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't live in Oregon as a boss, knowing that they passed that law where now people can just take once a month a personal like health day. So now it's like, look, hey, like, don't get me wrong, like, yeah, dude, once a month if someone's gonna call off, I'm not tripping out. You know, once a month, it's like, it's not the worst. But
Yeah.
now, if you only work 5 days in a month, how you gonna call out for one of them?
Yeah.
Don't be fucking loser. But how you gonna tell me that now, out of everything going on, if shit's just a little too intense for you, you can be like, look, dude, I'm gonna take that personal health day today.
Yeah.
And I can't fucking write you up. I can't do anything. I can't be like, look, you little sour ass bitch.
I
get
didn't even
your
know that
ass
was a
to
law.
work."
I'm like shook right now.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. It's passed. So now students in Oregon, people that work in Oregon, can now be like,
Oh, that's in Oregon though.
it's in Oregon.
Not here.
It's in Oregon.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
okay.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
babe, Oregon's off our list of
There you
places to
go.
live.
There
I'm
you
just
go.
saying, like, you can be there and you can be like, oh, you know, it's just a little too tough today. Like, everything's killing on me this month. I'm gonna go on ahead and take my personal. You're taking your same personal day as 6 other motherfuckers. What is going on here?
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
think
Like,
about.
Are you
think
guys
about-
going to the lake? You sons of bitches.
Think about
Fucking
how many
liars.
young influencers on YouTube that are making like millions of dollars, right, off of their views and their YouTube videos and
Yeah.
blah 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 blah. But think about, I guarantee you, more than half of them, probably 80-90% of them, have to go see a therapist or a shrink at some like to go
Yeah.
because it's just like they can't handle it or they have like
Oh,
some
yeah.
type of emotional
Dude, I
problem.
legit, homie, and this is 100% real. I call it the Bieber effect.
Or just rich kids that are rich and they just don't know, they never had a struggle in their life, right?
Yep.
And they just like, oh my fucking, something in their life is just so rough. Like, dude, you have a fucking a Maserati for your first car. You live in a mansion.
Yep.
Like, what is so difficult in your life? You have dudes in the hood that can't even walk to school without fucking a fear of getting shot, just trying to
Yep.
get an education.
Yep.
Trying to stay out of gang
Yep.
banging and just trying to get out of the hood.
Yep.
And they're over there every day just seeing dead bodies, seeing shootings, seeing all kinds of crazy shit in their life every day. And every day they just get to school. They get to school and they do what they got to do. And they don't complain. And they don't have to see a shrink. They don't have to fucking talk about it. Because why? Because they're just fucking, they're more just tougher mentally. Because they're just in a tougher environment. They don't have to, someone yells at them, they're not going to break down and cry. You know what I mean? As a boss, as a rich kid, think about it if you're a rich kid and your parents like, hey, go get a job. You've never been yelled at in your life. And your
Yeah.
boss comes up, you're like, what the fuck are you doing, you piece of shit? Like, you fucking suck. And then
Oh,
someone
dude,
starts
but the
fucking
thing I
crying.
think is, dude, that I see that already, dude. If you think about it, just in retail, bro, we cycle through so many people, from older people to younger people to middle.
Oh,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
Especially
Dude, these
in
younger
retail.
kids, bro, they're so scared to work.
Yeah.
What do you mean I get my hands dirty?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean I can't go take a 10-minute break? What do you mean I got to stand here all day? Like, dude, it's just blows my mind.
Yeah.
And it's just like, dude, you think about it, like, you know, and I know everybody says as you get older, like, you know, it's that parenting effect. Like our parents are like, "You sons of bitches! I used to have to walk 3 miles in snow to go to school."
It
And
blows
you're
my
like,
mind though.
Yeah.
Eat a dick. I used to
Yeah.
walk 2.5. So what's the
Yeah,
difference?
and nowadays, dude, it's like we're turning into them now. Now we're like, "Oh, you sons of bitches!" You know what I mean? It's like, but to me, I think it's more of. I don't mind the emotion. I don't mind the crying. I don't mind you like being able to have access to your feelings. But it's like, dude, at some point, you got to be like, look, dude, enough's enough. Like, you can't cry over the most simplistic shit.
Oh,
People
bro,
are gonna yell. I get if somebody's in your face, dude, telling you that you're a fucking loser and spitting in your mouth. Understand it. But if somebody's like, yo, dude, you're doing your job like trash. Step your fucking game up because we're tired of you being a piece of trash. Dude, they can't be like, oh, it's HR.
I can
Yeah.
speak on younger generation in that my boss asked a younger girl, 20 years old, why she did not catch the fact that we couldn't do these 2 transactions at the end of our day. And she snatched the papers out of her hand, turned around, and then when my boss was like, "Is everything okay?" she basically in Spanish said, "Let's step outside."
Huh. There you go.
No, dude, I knocked you
Just
out.
because
Just because she asked her why she didn't do her job.
No, I'm telling you right now, dude. You fucking what did she say? Swear up,
Yeah, basically, like
knuckle up. Oh, you.
it was something in Spanish that is akin to.
I'd have given
Yeah.
her that Masvidal 3-piece in the soda
yep,
right there on the spot, right there.
Well, if there's camera in the building, I would not have done that. But I'm.
Oh
not-
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
you're
gonna
right.
tell
If
that.
there's video
Yes,
footage,
we work with government stuff.
yeah,
we
okay. So
definitely
what I
have
would have done is
cameras.
what I would have done is I'd have waited and I'd have like caught her up at fucking Circle K one night and just fucking 3-piece in the soda.
No,
Yeah.
that's real shit though. Like honestly, like I don't think I'd let anybody come disrespect. Like literally, somebody came in, just trying to do an exchange, and I'm like, cool. Like I will do your exchange. I ain't tripping about that. But they wanted to throw out some big old bullshit, and I was like, you know what? This is my house.
Yeah.
This is my palace.
Yeah.
So you can go on ahead and take your shit to another spot.
Yeah.
Because you ain't getting getting shit from me. Like I'd have done. Like it's not worth the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But don't disrespect me.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You know, you can disrespect any, and honestly, if you disrespect any of my like lower managers or you know what I'm saying, I'd see that and I'm like, I don't really need that disrespect coming up in here. You really did just like
Yep.
belittled my little 18-year-old who can't handle this shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, dude, I got
she could barely handle this fucking
I know, I
register.
got a bitch with a bachelor's degree who fucking cashiering, right? This motherfucker, like, for real, busted out, cried on the spot.
Bro,
Like,
this
just
is
started crying for like no reason. I was like,
Shit's weak.
did something happen? She's like, I'm just really tired. I was like, all right, well, finish up stocking those fucking flowers, grab your shit, and I'll meet you at the door for a bag check, bitch. Like, what the fuck, you little bitch? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Let me save 2 hours for a man who can come in here and actually fucking do some
I
work.
blame Drake,
bro. Let's say
I blame
Rhea
Drake.
could contest to this. This generation has they can't like make any decisions. So, AKA call your manager every second of the day.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Like me, I've worked for Mike back in the day when I was younger. I was probably like what 22, 23.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, dude. So it's been a while. Mikey was like 3 years old.
Yep.
So I've worked for Mike. It's not that hard. Like just do your job, do what the fuck you know it needs to be done, and don't do nothing fucking dumb.
Yep.
Like you know what I mean? And if like I'm the type if I don't know, like I'm gonna figure it out. I don't need to call someone to be like, hey
Yeah.
Mike, what's this code? Like, no, I'll figure the code out. Like on the computer, I'll figure it out.
I think it's just one of those things. People, you know, it's like you think about it. Like I was hearing somebody talk about a couple days ago, like how they took home ec out, they took wood shop out,
Yeah.
they took all
Yeah.
these fucking programs away. It's like, dude, we're dumbing down our country because all we're telling you is like, look, you just gotta make money to do shit, and if you, hey, guess what? If you don't make money, just get fake money.
Yeah.
You know, get credit card debt, and then hey, guess what? Then you can just fucking file bankruptcy, wait a couple years, do it all over again.
Or complain, say you have a
Yeah.
fucking problem, you have anxiety.
Exactly,
And then get disability.
exactly, dude. Like to me, dude, the one that always cracks me up about
It's
it.
like,
Going back to kind of what Lonnie said, where everybody gets all emotional, everybody always says to do that. It's like, you know, when somebody's like, oh, I got ADHD, I got OCD, I got all this stuff going on. And you're like, dude, what the fuck you mean you got ADHD and all this shit? Bitch, shut the fuck up. I grew up with that shit too. Like, I'm still powering through it.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, don't fucking sit here and lean on me like it's a fucking crutch. Oh, I got depression disorder. Tell me why you got depression disorder. Like, you fucking tell me, dude. Just because you fucking have sad thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it's not just the younger generation. I work with a guy who's older than me.
Yeah.
We got hired doing the same job on the same day, so we've both been doing it the same amount of time.
Yeah.
However, I have to know more because he can only do half of my job.
Because he's trash.
And he asks me questions all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, I'm hungry. I don't know what to eat. And he expects me to tell him what the fuck to eat.
Yeah, see, I don't.
I'm like, dude, you're 40 years old.
Yeah.
I have someone that I know. I'm not gonna say who it is.
Lonnie.
No, but they listen to the podcast. But it's just like that, dude. Same shit. Like, doesn't know how to make a decision.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like even if it's crazy, exactly like that. Like, you think I should do this? Like, it your decision, man. It's not my life.
Even when it's calling out, he's like, I don't know what to do. I don't feel good. I've been throwing up all day.
Should
Like
I-
he's expecting me to tell him, yeah, you should call in to me, bitch.
Yep.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
my life.
But see, I think that's why, as a manager, I love it because that's why I put the fear in people. I want you to fucking second guess every decision when you call me. You know what I mean? I want you to make sure when that phone goes off, it's like, fuck, dude. And I'm about to call this fool for some dumb shit. He's gonna fucking spit in my mouth. Yes.
Bro, I've never
I've had some dumb
been
phone
like,
calls.
nah. I don't have
Yeah.
to call Mike.
To me, bro, everybody could grow. I get there's a teaching process, there's a growing process. I get it, but it's like, I feel like, yeah, dude, suicide's crazy. It's an epidemic. I get it, but it's like, to me, it's like, dude, at the end of the day, it's like, dude, if you want to kill yourself, bro, do it. I know that sounds harsh as fuck, but like, dude, the pain and the fucking torment you put people through, whining about shit for year in and year out, dude, just kill yourself. It's
Just
one
kill
less. It's
yourself.
just one less human I gotta fucking find a way to feed and take oxygen from. And I know it sounds like a dick, and people are probably
It
sitting at home right now,
definitely sounds like
and
a
they're like,
dick.
"Yo, Mike's a bitch. Fuck
And
that
I'm
guy."
gonna go on the other opposite end and be like, listen, if you have any thoughts of killing yourself, maybe you should call a hotline.
Yeah.
Call the
So-
hotline, please.
Suicide
Yes.
hotline
Super simple.
immediately.
No, kill yourself.
Don't do what Mike says.
Yeah.
There's not even a
Definitely.
suicide hotline.
Grab
There's
a
no
rope,
hotline you
make
can
sure
call
it's a
and talk to
sturdy tree.
people.
Hang yourself.
Look,
Done.
But anyways, that's my little warning. So go ahead.
Here, all that's my 1-800-225.
Yes, there is a song. So
Yeah,
make sure you
listen. No, I
fucking-
get, and I get it, bro. I'm not trying to come off like a complete asshole and say don't feel bad, people. It's like, but dude, to me, everybody's got psychological damage. Dude, grow up.
True.
Listen, I was beat by my parents. I had alcoholic parents. I seen drugs in my life at a young age, sex in my life. Dude, shut the fuck up, bro. You see that shit on TV now. Fucking A, dude, Sons of Anarchy is like a full-blown war porn. Like,
Listen,
get the fuck out of
I
here.
will say, Red Foreman from
Yeah,
that 70s
pure
show,
sexual harassment.
dude, I fucking love him. He said, feel your feelings, Elliot. He said, suck those feelings back in.
Yeah.
Eric." He said, don't even just
Listen,
deal with them later behind closed doors.
listen, it's a
Don't
shock.
deal with it in front
Yeah,
of
it's
people.
a shocker
There it
alert.
is.
Let me tell you something, bro. You have to understand now in today's age, and I was literally just having this conversation go with like fucking Pooch, which is stupid bitch ass was here. Dude, how many people do you see? I got a homie that fucking has a kid, bro. Doesn't let his daughter see fucking anything. Can't go outside, can't be around drugs, can't listen to profane music, can't watch. You're a fucking idiot, bro. Because guess what? That's going to be the bitch that gets raped or drugged at a fucking party or
Mhm.
does cocaine for the first time in ODs or gets knocked up as soon as she gets her first dick put in her. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't prepare your fucking people. I'm
For
not
real
saying,
life scenarios.
yeah, I'm not saying do coke in front of your kids.
No.
I'm not saying go kill yourself right now. But it's like, what do you think these kids that are depressed they get that shit from?
No, you're right. You know,
Yeah.
I think a certain amount of exposure is what certain children
Exactly.
need.
You need to know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna show you graphical pictures. But dude, you don't even know what cocaine looks like. You need to know what it is because if you go to a party and your friends like, oh, it's just this cocaine, one bump ain't gonna hurt you, dead.
You'd be like, nah, bro, I know what cocaine is because my pops told me.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like, and at the end of the day, dude, it's like you can't ever judge what your kids are gonna do. Everybody says that. Like, you can sign your kids up, put them in baseball, fucking make them take fucking extracurricular activity classes. You can't judge what they're gonna do when they hit 18 and they move on. I'm not saying there's anything you could do to set your child up to be like a pure angel of a student. You feel what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
But what I am saying is like, dude, if you're depressed and you're depressed around your children, what do you think your children are gonna be like when they get older?
Depressed.
Depressed, right? But the
If
kicker
you're a
is,
lazy piece of shit.
yeah, what are your
and
children
you
gonna
don't
be
do
like?
anything,
Yeah, you're
what do you think your kids are gonna be like? A
lazy piece of shit.
They're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
If you don't clean your house and your house is a fucking pigsty,
Yep,
and your kids grew up in a fucking absolute pigsty,
yep.
you think they're gonna grow up and be like? Some kids, there are cases where come up and they're like super clean because their fucking parents were disgustingly always nasty.
Yeah.
Right, but no, but they always the rest of their fucking siblings, all dirt houses are fucking
Yeah.
disgusting.
It's just, dude. It's just to me. You think about it long term, dude. It's like people always say, "Oh, you know, I cussed a lot around Mikey when he was younger, right?" Everybody's like, "Oh, dude, he's gonna grow up and be a fucking a sailor and he's gonna cuss and teachers out." You don't do that shit.
No,
You
it's
get
just how
what-
you raise them.
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
why? Because he knows if he does that shit at school, I'm gonna break his fucking teeth out of his mouth. You get what I'm saying? But I've never even put my hands on him. He just knows the fear, dude. He's like,
Word.
you feel me, dude?
Yeah.
It's like, but I laugh, dude, because it's just like people that are depressed. I'm not saying it's not a cool thing, dude. I feel bad for people that are depressed, but dude, at the end of the day, it's like, do something about it.
Do something.
You get what I'm saying?
About it.
Yeah. How many people you see that are depressed that continue to be in the same cycle of fucking depressity?
Yeah.
Come on,
Just
dog.
like Joe Rogan said, bro, we didn't have enough didn't have enough energy to exercise. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, you did.
straight up.
Like, toxic people, get them the fuck out of your life.
Yeah. But
Get 'em the fuck
it
out.
leads me into the next conversation that we're going to go into anyway. Dude, it's just like being in relationships that are bad. Like, why? Like, why do you stay in something like that? And then when you have people out, and now here's the one thing I don't get. Maybe, you guys maybe know a little bit more about depression. Dude, these people that are in relationships, and the reason why they're so depressed is because the relationships they're in, but they continue to stay in it.
Yeah,
Like,
then
that
they
doesn't-
just hate
Yeah,
every minute.
That's
of
what I'm saying. So it's like, dude, you're depressed because every time you're together, you guys fight, it gets violent, you guys say things that you don't really want to say to each other. The list goes on. Dude, physical abuse happens, all that shit, and it's like, then you have friends you go to, you're like, oh, dude, fucking so and so's beating me. Oh, you should get out of there, girl. You can stay on my pad. What do you need? And they continuously go back. So
Mhm.
to my thing is like, that's what I mean by the whole comment of like, dude, if you want to die, just die then. Like, to me, it's like, dude, you're gonna drag so many people through your pain and your torment, and you're never gonna listen. You're never gonna learn.
See, but I don't even think it's that extreme. Like, I don't even want to say like the girls getting beaten or somebody stupid. Like, girls that get cheated on do the same dumbass shit. Like some girls, like literally just like it's just a simple problem. Like, yo, I want him to do something. Like he doesn't help me out. Period. Oh, all right. Like so, leave him. Cool. I left him. Oh, you're back with him again? What? Well, he said he's gonna start helping out. All right. Well, has he? Not really. I'm gonna leave him again. Okay. Cool. Well.
And then
do
it's a
it.
cycle back
It's like-
over
Yeah.
and over and
Back.
over.
And then 5 years later, you're like, oh shit, I got 2 kids with this crazy bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or you have girls on the opposite end that are fucking go from dude to dude to dude to dude. And every 6 months, you see her in a new relationship.
But how many people feed into it? You
all
get what I'm-
Facebook people?
Yeah,
All
no, but you get what
Instagram
I'm
people?
saying? You got those people that are saying what we're saying. And then you got the people that are like, you deserve better, you're a better person, you're a butterfly.
Yeah, dude.
And then you got people that just don't care, right? So so my question is like, what point in time, if you keep going through the same ridiculous circle of life, what is the point of having the conversation with you anymore?
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
You get what I'm saying? It's like, to me, it's like, dude, I don't even want to hear you talk about it anymore. I don't give a fuck if your man's beating you, or you're a cutter, or you're addicted to meth, or fucking you have a gambling addiction. Because I've had this conversation with you 25 times, and you've done nothing to change it. You see what
You've
I'm
gone
saying?
to rehab fucking
Yeah.
17 times, and you're still a fucking
But
addict.
to me, like,
Yep.
dude, we were talking today. We bumped into this girl at lunch, dude, and she was fucking talking about how fucking her man cheated on her. Right? This is the second dude that cheated on her. The second guy that proposed to her. Like, it's the second time that she's been proposed to, and she's been cheated on.
Then then you need to figure out what's going
Right?
on.
And dude,
Like,
she's a
what's
pretty
wrong?
dude.
Like, is there
Dude,
something
she's
wrong with you?
yeah,
Are you
and dude, she's a pretty girl. Ask Rhea. She's a fucking smoking. Like, I'm gonna say she's like a dime piece, but she's
pretty.
hot. Like, she's cute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, I'm
like
like,
a solid 6.
oh, I'll give her a 7.
Oh,
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
Okay.
To me, dude, I think fucking, it's like, what are you doing in a relationship that keeps having these dudes that are like proposing to you? So obviously, you're good enough to love
Right.
because they're
For
willing
a
to pop
short
that
term.
question, but then they go out and get pussy behind your back. I just
Yeah.
find that weird, bro.
Like, what are you not doing to not?
And now it's
sa-
happened
like,
twice.
satisfy 'em?
Yeah, it's happened twice before you're 30. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the question, man. You can't, like, I don't know. Like, I always feel like when you get cheated on or something like that, or if you're one to cheat on people or something, like that next step, you gotta understand, like, hey, am I gonna be better this time? Am
Yeah.
I gonna make better choices? Like,
Right?
why are you a repeat cheater? Why are you a repeat offender of having people cheat on you?
Or
Like,
if
I'm
you know
not-
you're a fucking absolute cheater, just don't be in a relationship.
There it is.
Like, just go and fuck.
you know what I'm
Especially if
saying?
you're a girl. Like,
Yeah.
because the girls could get dick whenever you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
think about it. If you're a
Respectfully.
chick and you want to get some dick, you're gonna go and you're
You
a
can go
decent
get it.
looking chick, you can go get some dick.
Yeah.
Fuck,
you know what I
don't give a
mean?
Fuck, I think any girl will mostly.
But
I
my
think
but my
90% of
thing
them.
is, dude, if you want to go get dick, dude, then that's cool. Just like if a guy wants to go bang a bunch of pussy.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if you know you're like a constant cheater
Yeah.
and you know it,
Yep.
and you keep and say as a dude and you know you always cheat all the time. That's all you do is like you're just a fucking horn dog and you just want to bang up random
Yeah.
bitches, right? Then stop being in relationships, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Stop being a fuck boy. Like, that's the definition of a fuck boy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Word
mean? That's
up.
how you get the definition of being a fuck boy. Like, oh, like this motherfucker. Like, oh, you fucked him too? Yeah. He cheated on you too? Oh,
Yeah.
this fuck boy.
It just blows
Like,
my
you know what I
mind.
mean? Like, just don't be a fuck boy and just don't be in a relationship and be straight. Be like, hey, I'm like kind of selfish right now, and I'm not really ready to be in a relationship, but I'm down to fucking, you know,
Yep.
mess around and fucking do whatever. You know, whenever if you're home alone and you're lonely, whatever, hit me up.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm down for that. But don't be like, hey, you want to fucking be in a relationship, get this girl all fucking having feelings for you, and then be a fuck boy and go fuck another chick, her find out, and then ruin it for the rest of the fucking.
But why do you think it's
for
so?
the next fucking.
Why do you think it's
3
so hard
relationships she's in?
for us as people to break habits?
Mentally,
To
mentally
me-
tough.
Yeah,
mentally
no,
weakness,
because
I
my
think.
thing is, I look at it like this, bro. If all these scientists say that we've only cracked like 4 or 5% of our pure potential inside of our brains, why are we not able to overcome depression? Why are
I
we
think
not
mental
able to,
weakness,
yeah.
bro. Because you think about it, how come some people are able to just stop cold turkey smoking cigarettes?
right?
Yeah.
Because they're mentally strong enough to be like, I'm not fucking smoking that cigarette.
Yeah,
And, also
And then there's
some
people
sick
that would be
bro.
like, I'm giving in. I'm gonna smoke that cigarette.
yeah.
Mental toughness. You have to be mentally tough, like to be able to overcome a lot of shit. And think about it, like
Definitely.
if people say like, I've been in this crazy situation in my life, blah 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 blah, right?
Yeah.
I started to work out. I started to fucking do pottery. I started to paint. And that helped my mental toughness. Like it helped my mental recovery.
Yeah.
And like everyone, as soon as you mentally get tough and you mentally get in the right spot, that you're supposed to be at for your level, to how you function, shit starts happening in the good direction.
So, but
You know what I mean? Most of the time.
so I guess my question is, do you think anybody, if you put your mind to it, you use your fucking brain powers, do you think anybody has the ability to change how something's going? Like, I feel like if you're OCD, right, there's an ability, there's a way to battle that,
Yeah.
right?
Because I did.
That's what I'm saying. So to me, it's like, do you feel like there's certain things I get, like Parkinson's, you can't stop your body from shaking.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
diseases, if there's a legitified disease behind it, I get it.
No, but like something like smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
or
yeah, but
stopping or
to-
losing
yeah,
weight.
Like
or
being alcoholic. Like to
stop
me, it's
drinking
like
soda.
yeah. To me,
Yeah,
it's like
being
being
an
an alcoholic.
alcoholic.
It's like, is it really, really as hard as you say it is, dude, to be able to stop and like fucking be like, I'm not drinking anymore?
It like going back to the relationship aspect. Yes, I think like if you're gonna be with somebody that's fucking dumb and like this and that, yeah, dude, I think it's fucking super simple. Now, when it comes to like an addiction, sometimes you're fighting your body's willpower. Sometimes you're fighting your mind. Like you know what I'm saying?
like
You got-
heroin, shit like that gets a
Like-
grip of you.
like that.
Yeah.
right
It
there is,
gives you
like,
physical
on you.
like symptoms, like withdrawals and stuff. If you don't.
No,
do
no,
it,
I'm not
so
saying I don't know the facts. What I'm saying is do you feel like people are just strong enough to get through that shit?
I feel like
Oh, I
people
think
can
that-
be.
yeah,
So
people
that's
can be.
that's why
Absolutely.
when I see things like OCD and depression and all this stuff, I'm saying there's got to be a way to get through that.
Dude,
shit.
think about it. When you're a drug addict, right? And you're addicted to a drug, heroin or meth, right? And you get thrown into prison, they don't give you no fucking special pills.
Yep.
They'll give you an aspirin.
Tough it out, bitch.
And you sit there shaking on the floor as you sweat all this fucking toxic and disgusting shit out of your body until you're throwing up every fucking hour, 30 minutes. You're dry heaving. You
Yep.
don't have nothing to throw up. You can't fucking drink water because you're in prison. You're like, you know what I mean? You can't have just water next to you. But they fucking live.
Yep.
They live.
Yep.
And they fucking detox like like the worst fucking detox because they're not in a rehab. You're
But
in
do you
prison,
feel like it would
but
be?
they survive,
Do you feel like it'd be a better?
right? You know
do you
what I
feel like
mean?
it'd be a better eye-opening for something like that for people that are battling shit like that? You think a harsher reality would be the way to kick people out of that?
Nah,
Dude, you
people
think
in
if you-
prison go back to doing drugs as soon as they get out?
Yeah.
Like more than 90% of them. Some of them go into prison and then come out doing more drugs because they got more connections.
So that's
So-
but that's what I'm saying. So why do you think it's so hard to change it? That's I guess that's my question. It's like
I
with
think
the-
people just don't want to change.
No, it's just a.
They wanna do what they wanna do.
do.
that's just crazy.
what I mean?
I just don't
Humans-
see how you could be.
You
And
want
that's,
to be humans.
That's
I'm
why
not
I'd
gonna
always-
be a Nazi and come out here and say like, oh yeah, the fucking Mexicans are so weak-minded. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say something like that. But there are people that are weak-minded out there,
The,
and we know that.
the power
Absolutely.
of urge and wanting something are fucking like super powerful. Like
Yeah.
just having the urge of drugs
yes.
or of alcohol.
yeah.
That urge gets people.
Think
every
of how many
time.
people are house poor or in crazy debt because they want stuff that they can't afford.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
they have they have the newest fucking cell phones. They have the newest cars. They always have a fucking brand new car every year or
Yeah.
every 2 years. You're like, dog, didn't you just get a new car?
I feel like
Oh,
he's talking
yeah,
about
bro.
us.
I fucking
Whoa.
had that car.
Try to take a shot. What
Good.
do? Fuck.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, but you're not in debt. You
Yep.
know what I mean? But people that are like, they have like,
Oh, if I was like that, bro, I'd be a Bugatti.
but they have like huge houses too, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
have like these giant 2-story houses, and you're just like, damn, this is probably a good penny for a fucking mortgage.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Plus
they have
electric.
they have a 2020 fucking both of them have both 2020 fucking vehicles. You're like, damn, that's probably a good fucking payment. Insurance. You're like, damn it, how much? What do you do again? You know what I mean? Start asking questions like, what the fuck's going on here? And then sometimes they're like, oh, I work for TEP. Oh, that makes sense. You know what I mean? Or they're like, oh, I'm a fucking cashier at fucking. You're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro. I guess I'm just a negative naysayer, bro. I've always just thought in my head, like,
Dog.
how can people just be like that and be comfortable like that? I just don't get, like, if you know you're gonna get drunk, you know you're gonna wake up, you know you're gonna feel like shit, you know you're gonna barf everywhere, you continue to do it. You do drugs that when you know if there's a certain time where you can't afford the drugs and you're stuck, you're gonna have like a horrible, horrible, horrible come down. If you're in a relationship where you get beat all the time, you're still gonna go home. I just don't get how, like, and I get the mentalness behind it, but how you could just be comfortable, like, oh, I'm about to fucking go home, get fucking socked in the face by my significant other.
And this is one thing I don't understand. There's so many like different types of like clinics and places that women could go that deal with like like with fucking women that get beat. You know what I mean? Like they know I'm sure there's procedures that they could be like get a woman out of a fucking a household that she's getting her ass
Yeah.
whooped.
Well, not only
You
that,
know
dude,
what I
it's
mean?
just how bad of a person are you that if you're going through a drug addiction or an alcoholic addiction or a fucking like a violent relationship that you have nobody in your family that'd be willing to take you in.
Yeah, well, it depends on the backstory too, and
Yeah.
what you've said and what
Yeah.
you've done. But you know what I mean. It would be hard for me to be like, you know what I mean. If someone came up to you, and be like, hey, like say fucking your sister would was like, hey, my fucking husband's been beating me for however long. You'd be like, oh, cool. Well, you could come live over here, and I'm gonna go handle that in a minute.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, there's no one in your family that's
yeah.
or even the cops. Like, call the cops. The cops are gonna be like, cool. We'll take you to this
Yep.
center or this woman's shelter, or we'll take you
And
here.
homie's
your
going
kid-
to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the shit that blows my mind, bro. It blows my mind, and that's why I had the question for you because I was just like, dude, I
But
just
there's a
never
lot of
understood it.
women out there, and there's a lot of men out there that just love the drama.
Oh God.
Like,
yeah.
just love it. You know what I mean? Like, if there's no drama, then they think like something's wrong.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the reason why I brought it up is because literally over the past like 5 weeks, I keep bumping into people that are going through a horrible relationship, or they're super depressed and they're on drugs or some shit, or you know what I mean? It's like, and I'm just like, man, dude, it's like so crazy because it's like how consistently I see it in different types of people.
Right.
That's what blows my mind. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like holy shit.
Bro, well, that's why everyone says, man, like bad shit doesn't have a fucking. It's not racist. It
Yeah.
hits everyone.
Yeah,
It don't matter who the fuck you are.
that's why I always make fun of Fuji.
Yeah. Well, he brings a lot of that shit
Yeah.
on himself.
Fuji's,
that fucking
yeah,
guy's just
Fuji's
on
like
that
my,
level of-
he's my ultimate favorite.
He's the only person that when he says stuff, my brain's like,
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
What did you?
Well,
just say?
sometimes I sit back and I think, oh look,
Hey,
speaking of Fuji,
speaking of
there's
guys,
a little
were
bitch right there.
Your ears ringing?
But I
I
sit
just
back.
said how you make my fucking brain hurt on how you think.
I sit back sometimes and I think in my head, I'm like, man, what are these fools gonna be like in 10 years? Like now that fucking White Jesus live with Jaquan,
right.
will they be together in 10 years? Will Pooch ever find a man to love him?
I hope so.
Will you find another girl that's gonna be a fitness junkie like you? You know, so I think about
Time
it.
will tell.
But if you look in the categories though, I feel like you're strong enough. You've learned from it.
Oh yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You understand the process. You know what you want. You know like, this shit sucked. Been there, got out of it.
Don't want
This
to do
shit-
that
yeah.
again.
Did drugs, wasn't worth it. I look at Lonnie. He's slowly on the back burner of what you've already started to do. You get what I'm saying? Then you look
Mhm.
at Pooch and you're like, nope. He's the guy that goes back to the girl that beats him.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my question is like, how can all four of us know each other in a group, but we're all four so differently alike when it comes to that type of shit?
It's crazy, right?
You feel
I
me?
guess it's just like, fuck, who knows?
When
Yeah.
did you find love in your life?
When did
when
I
did you-
find love in my life?
When did you find love in your life?
When
That's
Kobe
what
was-
I'm
18
here
years
for.
When
old.
Kobe was drafted in '96. You know, you know what I'm saying? I knew
She's
then.
all
I knew.
cool.
I knew
All
then
right.
and there. I was all, I love this guy. Fucking
Yeah,
love
so-
him.
He's all, what was the happiest day of your life? He's all first championship Kobe won for one. She's
Straight
all,
up.
But see,
Alright.
there's just certain things.
Kobe's
like,
first
like
ring.
Everybody's got a different like love story. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like there's so many different ones, which is why it makes it great. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be gay over here, but I'll get a little gay for a second.
Oh yeah, Pooch
what
is
I'm saying?
excited. I see his dick jumping.
Hey, but I'm just saying, like,
Why'd you
everybody's
reach
got a
down there, you
different
little weirdo?
story. Everybody's got a reason. Like you said, like, dude, fucking, I fucking was like this. I was like, look, man, I met this bitch. I'm gonna fucking get that one. That's mine. This, fucking someone is fucking getting married to somebody, and they're like, damn, fuck that guy. I just met the new love of my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how do you know? You know what I'm saying?
But I
feel like-
think, but if you think about it realistically, I don't think we were ever gonna know that we'd be together as long as we've been together. But I think what it was is Rhea openly tell you, she knew who the relationship she was in was fucking trash.
Yep,
But she was a stupid fucking hoe, dude. And like once again, she was one of those people that just stayed in it.
I did.
Like you get what I'm saying, and, dude,
Yeah.
and if I wouldn't have come in and like switched up the game,
show that the grass was greener on
But
the
we
other
also
side of the
talked a
fence.
little bit about it. Also, like, it's not like everything's been sunshines and fucking rainbows. You know what I mean? Like you've also worked on your relationship. You
Oh, yeah,
worked
we've
on
gone
what
through
you
hard
wanted
No,
to
but what
do.
I- what I-
It
what-
wasn't,
for
like,
sure.
easy.
But my thing is, I think the reason why we've been so successful, and we've said this many times on podcasts and all kinds of shit, our thing is communication, bro. Like
Right.
to me, like before I ever had a kid with Rhea, before me and Rhea ever like got married, like dude, we talked about what we wanted in life.
Yep.
What we wanted to do. What I'm not talking about like, oh, by the time we're 42, we're gonna retire and trap. No, dude, it wasn't stupid shit like that. But it was like, yo, dude, do you like eating brownies? Well, no. Well, then fuck, dude. Because
Yeah.
all I ever do is eat brownies.
Well,
like,
do you
I-
like at least ice cream?
Exactly. Do you like going out and eating cheeseburgers? No, I'm a vegetarian. Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's like, and I'm not saying be one of those people by any means, bro. That's like, oh, you're a vegan? Oh no, we're not. No. But what I'm saying is, I'm all about compromise. I get that, but I think so many times, and Pooch could attest to this, even though he doesn't have a microphone. Dude, people switch up who they are to be with the ones they want to be with.
Oh, there's
And then
there's,
after-
there's
yeah,
relationship
yeah,
chameleon.
Exactly. And
chameleons for
after
sure.
a while, bro, it's like, why did you put yourself through that torment for so long to know that at the end of the day you knew the outcome was probably going to end the way you wanted it to end?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I bombed on Pooch. What his lady was out sucking some dude's dick, and we fucking knew about it. We saw video footage of it, and Pooch still went back to her. Blew
Yeah.
my mind.
And
It
made
blew-
out
dude,
with her.
But to me, anybody from the outside looking in, right? We were all watching the roller coaster, and guess what? We all knew the roller coaster was going to hit the wall and blow up at some point in time.
At the end of the road, there was no more tracking. It was gonna fly off.
Yeah, and
that
it's like Pooch,
motherfucker.
right? And Pooch obviously knew it too. Pooch was like, yeah, one day it's just going to just.
He had a helmet on. I was like, "Why you have a helmet on a roller
Yeah,
coaster?" And he
you
was
know what
like,
I mean?
"Don't
But
ask
it-
questions."
I tell everybody all the time, the reason why me and Rhea, our relationship's been so successful is not because of the fact by any means, bro, that we're a perfect, everything just perfect. She's my peanut butter and my jelly. No, bro, it's because I told this dumb bitch, this is how I talk.
Right.
Deal with it. And she's like, go fuck your mother. You know what I mean, dude? It's like, nobody can fucking walk in here and be like, oh, God, Mike treats Rhea like shit because the way he talks to her. That's cool. If that's what your opinion is, bro, that's fine. But Rhea doesn't call you guys up and say that I beat her.
No.
Rhea doesn't go to her mom's house and be like, oh my gosh, Michael called me a trampling hoe. You get what I'm saying? Because she knows that's how I'm going to talk. She knows that's how I'm going to speak. So that's the problem with a lot of people is like, oh, I say fuck a lot. Well, my significant other said I can't say fuck anymore. So you're going to go the rest of your life,
Without saying
right?
fuck.
Without saying fuck.
Well, at least without saying fuck around her.
No, yeah, it's just, no, that's what I'm saying. But dude, that's stupid. That's to me, listen, bro.
Like
If
people
Rhea
that
wants
hide
to-
smoking weed.
Yeah, if Rhea wants to piss the toilet,
Yeah.
if Rhea wants to piss with the toilet seat up, I don't care. That's her style. You get what I'm saying? But I'm not going to tell her that it's okay, and then 5 years from now, I go to take a fucking piss, and I'm like, why is the toilet seat up? Because Rhea's pissing with the toilet seat up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get mad about it, start a fight, and we break up over it. Dog, you knew it from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
You knew it from the jump. And that's the problem with so many people, bro. It's like you know these faults from the jump. They irritate you, they agitate you, but you're still one of the Pooch, prime example. I'll use Pooch again. This chick he was fucking with was a smoker, and he's like, gosh, I hate the fact that she smokes. Then why are you trying to have a relationship?
Yeah. Just don't be with her.
If
Find a
you
chick
know
that
you
doesn't smoke.
exactly. If you know she she smoked. Like cigarettes.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So to me, it's like if you hate that shit and you can't kiss that bitch and you don't like the way that shit smells, you don't want.
Yeah,
Why
go
you
find a
gonna-
girl
yeah,
that doesn't smoke
exactly.
cigarettes.
See, Pooch, trying to teach you, bro.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Like to go on. Maybe this was a bad bitch. Maybe this was a fine dime.
No, it wasn't.
Definitely
Pooch we're
not.
talking
Not.
about.
Yeah, it's Pooch, bro. Come the fuck on, dog.
It's Pooch.
It was
Yeah.
Jamie's friend.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. I was just saying possibly it was a fine dime, and Pooch was like, I'm willing to deal with it.
Possibly in fine dime and Pooch.
Oh, no,
have
no,
never
no.
been in
Pooch-
the same sentence
Pooch,
except
we already
for
know,
today.
dude. Pooch is a grenade catcher. We never doubt what Pooch
He's
is
the
willing to-
Shrapnel
yeah,
guy.
Not at all. But what I'm
Pooch, I
saying,
got faith. You're gonna catch a dime.
He's
one
the
day,
guy
Pooch.
that's in the
I
trenches
hope,
that
man.
jumps on
yeah.
it, so
But
the
to
rest
me-
of us could live.
But to me, dude, it's like, yeah. But to me, dude, it's more like, why in the fuck would you continue to go through that, knowing that at the end of the day, there was gonna be a fucking another bomb at the end of the railroad?
Right. You know,
So
you're
it
gonna
leads
take
you back to
shrapnel
the
your
it
chest.
leads you back to the question is I just don't get why people do it. I don't get why we force ourselves as human beings to like to go through this shit, deal with these types of fucking issues, and continue. And I get it. They're like, be resilient. Life goes forward.
There's a
life's-
lot of people that are
life's a
afraid to be
garden, dig
alone
it.
too,
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
or not in a relationship because
Yeah.
they just don't know how to function.
yeah. And it's
Being
just
single.
it's weird. It's fucking weird.
Listen, that's why I'm happy I do what I do, and what I do is what I do, and what I want to do because
Yeah.
guess what? Because I can. 'Cause
But
I'm
to me,
single.
but
You know
to
what I
me,
mean?
there's nothing
And I'm
wrong with
happy.
that. Yeah, there's
Word.
nothing wrong
And
with
I'm
that
just
because
relaxing.
you're happy about it. Like if you were in here every day and crying about it, then I'd
Be
be like,
like-
Paul, you shut the fuck up.
Stop talking. Then
But-
don't be single, bro.
Exactly.
Stop being a whiny bitch.
Exactly. You know what I mean? It's like, for fuck's sakes, bro. That's how I look at it. I just feel like as smart as our brains, as like fucking, I feel like we're so intelligent as human beings, and we can't seem to get over this most simplistic shit.
Like, you know how like people are like in some relationships and stuff, or like they're like, oh man, I'm so stressed out because my significant other is like stressed out, and so it stresses you out.
Yeah.
I don't have that problem. Guess what? Not stressed.
Yep.
Just hey,
Food,
Mike, Rhea,
sorry, in the grave.
you guys want to hang out? Yeah. All right, cool. I'm leaving.
Yep.
I don't have to be like, hey, is it cool if I is it all right if I don't have to do that.
Yep.
I like it.
That's true. I do got to do that. That's true. I do
Lonnie's
that.
all.
know, that's-
Lonnie's all.
Yeah.
Shit, when you put it in
But
the
that's
layman's
part of
terms.
being in a
But, hey,
relationship.
but
It's just-
honestly, like, yeah, but
it
you're right. Like,
happens.
I'm not
You know what I
complaining
mean?
about it. I'm all right with it. Like I said, like I like having that partner in crime and shit. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And like I was saying earlier, like everybody's got a different story. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, bro, and the thing is, dude, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be their significant other, as long as there's that compromise. You know what I mean? It's like, if every time I turn around we want to do something, you magically have something happening. That right there just goes to show, like, all right, dude, it's a one-sided relationship.
You
Like,
got that all of a
yeah,
sudden. syndrome?
somebody's being dominated, but why? Like, you know, we used to always bomb on Pooch. Like, when Pooch moved to China, we'd always be like, yo, do you want to come over and hang out with us anymore? And he'd be like, oh, But then we would ask this lady, and she'd be like, I try to throw that little bitch out the house all the time. He doesn't want to fucking go.
And he's like, she won't let me leave the house.
You know what I mean? But it was like they were both entwined in like two different lives they didn't want to live. For what? Right? Me and Pooch had this conversation 1,000 times, but it's just, I think about shit like that and it blows my mind.
Mm-hmm.
It just, you know, it goes all the way back to that time we had the podcast where we were talking about people fucking that are in love on Facebook, and then 3 months later they're talking about how this dude's a piece of shit and you want him to choke on a dick and die.
every
Yeah.
2 months they got somebody else they love. And it's
Well,
the
no,
best
but to
people
me,
of
it's
their
just,
life.
I just don't understand how you could be so in love with somebody that hard and then turn around and just be like, I want to watch them fall in a pit of acid and burn alive.
It's social media fake
Yeah.
lives, man.
But it's just, to me, dude, it's just like, when does that mindset change, I guess, is the question. Like,
And I don't want. I just have a question for if there's anyone out there that is that person. Do you not realize that people see your posts from like months? They see a pattern. We
Yeah.
notice a
Mhm.
pattern of you breaking up with a dude, meeting a new dude. Love of your life, he's a piece of shit. Love of your life, this dude, you're gonna save this one number fucking 12 of the year.
yeah.
This one's the guy. This one's it.
But
But and then you get mad if someone even semi says
But at
something
what-
jokingly.
At what point in time, though, dude, do you just say, go do it? When do they come to you like, I'm gonna kill myself? You just fucking give them a loaded gun and say, bro, just be done already.
There you go again.
No, I know you guys are all anti it. I get it. Everybody wants to be proper and fucking go with what the news says. I get it. But I'm just saying, like, at what point in time do we stop and we just say fucking no more? You feel me?
Well, yeah, there's some people in my. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, I don't even want to hear your bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just
Yeah.
either do something about it. Like Joe Rogan, do something about it.
Yep.
So,
So that's what I'm saying. You guys can get mad at me because I'm like, hey, I'm gonna kill myself. Okay.
okay.
So we're not getting together next Thursday?
No. So should I not? Should I take you off the group?
Yeah, yeah,
chats?
yeah. You know what I mean? So are you out of the group chat? And the reason why I say that, dude, and I've had friends that kill themselves, so I'm not making jokes of people who kill themselves. But to me, it's like, before they killed themselves, what do they kill themselves over?
Probably so. A chick.
A chick, a friend. You know, my friends
Someone.
don't love me no more. Nobody wants to hang out with me anymore. But then when they die, we want to have these like crazy memories and all these stories about, remember that one time I hung out with Lonnie and we went around. So if this dude was so cool,
Yeah.
why is it when he killed him? Why did he kill himself? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like they always say, when they're depressed, nobody wants to reach out. Well, when it's all said and done and they kill themselves, now everybody wants to be a fan of them. Everybody wants to tell a story about them. You get what I'm kind of saying? And that's how I feel about like just every day with everybody. It's like all people want to do is let us hear their stories, which is cool because that's the part of us being humans and sharing what's going on in our lives. But it's like, at what point in time do you keep hearing the same shit and you're like, kill them, just be done with it, get it over with. You know what I mean? Because how many times are you gonna put yourself in a bad scenario to help somebody that's like just depressed?
Or
and
how
hates
many
life?
times do you have to keep complaining about the same thing without anything happening
Yeah.
or without a change? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
So when do we give that window? Before we end this podcast, when is a safe window?
I don't know. I think it just.
If I came to you every day and I'm like, Paul,
It's up to everyone's kind of
Yeah.
what you could tolerate. Some
Yeah.
people could tolerate for years and years,
Years and
15,
years.
20 years, and then one day they just snap and be like, God damn it! Fucking Jason! I'm fucking tired of hearing about this every fucking year for the last 35 years. You fucking piece, you know what I mean?
But 35 years.
And then there's some people.
30. Thank you, Pooch.
Well, listen, Pooch. It's been like 4
I
years
respect
for
that.
you.
Yeah, straight up. I respect. Hey, dude, I respect that. I'd be like, look, dude.
Listen, he
I'm
gives
sad for you.
He gives you a
You know,
month,
yeah.
but you've given him 2.5 years.
Oh yeah.
What
Easy.
the fuck is that
Pooch,
about?
Pooch is on a layaway.
What
plan.
a piece of
Pooch
shit.
is on a layaway.
I'll
plan.
give you a month, bro, but I'm gonna complain to you for the next 3
But you know
years,
why
and
though?
I'm not
Hey, but
gonna-
you know
I'm
why
gonna
though?
give
He
you a
only
month.
you know why he only gives you a month? Because I'm more mentally strong.
Hey, I get. I
He
mean,
knows
I get
it-
it.
he
I
knows-
wouldn't
yeah.
even give you a month. I'd be like, man up, pussy.
Oh, and he's all, wasn't that Tuesday? It's fucking Thursday, bro.
It's Thursday. Just let it go, bro.
I'm just saying. No, I just feel like realistically, bro. I see this shit, and it's just like, you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't. If you care, you're stupid.
Yeah.
If you don't care, you're stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, so they, that's how I look at it. It's like, oh, I want to kill myself, then do it. Oh, you're a piece of shit. You don't fucking care about people. Don't do it. Fuck you. You don't know my problems. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be over here. You know what I mean? It's a
I'm
lose-lose, man. It's a lose-lose. Hey, your boyfriend shouldn't be punching you in the face. It's not common in relationships. Don't tell me how to live my life. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You want to come live with me? No, I don't want to leave him alone. Oh, I'm gonna be over here.
I'm gonna give you the old Phil Robinson thumbs up.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just like that's how I look at it, bro. Because I really feel like long term, it's like, look at the revolving circle we're leaving around for our children.
Yeah.
Because us as millennials, as that's what they like to call us, millennials.
Yeah.
We're the ones influencing all this shit. I'm all about change, bro. Shit, I'll embrace it. Listen, I didn't like any hit with sandals. I didn't like any smack with belts or tree twigs. I didn't like any of that shit when I was a kid. So hey, if you're telling me to my face, got
Niners
him.
scored. Anyways, we're gonna have to end this podcast.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry.
just getting lit. So,
This shit's
anyways,
sorry guys, watching the Niners game. Shit's getting crazy. Rio's a Niners fan. Pooch is just anything that dudes wear that has tights on. He loves it, so they're both getting super
yeah,
excited.
because he likes to see the bulges.
Yeah, he does, dude. While he was talking about like making under there, fucking Pooch got a weird little boner.
Every time we try to play sports in the backyard, he always tries to do his cup check.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get out
We'll
of my
tell
dick.
Pooch we're playing zone, but he'll still run man.
Yeah, he's always playing man.
you know
And he plays super hard, man.
yeah, like Pooch that guy. You'll walk in, you'll be sitting on the couch. There's 4 other spots you can sit. Pooch sits right next to you.
Yeah, Pooch is that guy where you
Yeah.
walk in the living room of someone else's house and his shirt's off.
Yeah, for no reason. Like
no
it's the
reason.
middle of December. It's fucking 31 degrees outside. Pooch got his shirt off.
And he has a gold chain on.
Yeah, and he says he wants us to refer to him as delicious.
And he keeps asking for gabagool.
I don't get it.
I think he thinks he's Italian.
I think so.
So,
I think you know what I'm saying.
All right.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Listen, it's okay if Pooch touches a dick. Okay.
Because it's like, you know.
We're not
I'm
shocked
not
by
gonna be
it.
surprised.
That was-
That's exactly what I was.
That
You know,
was
not surprised.
incredible detail from you guys. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, I know.
On the switch off, so I just want to.
I'm gonna switch off.
I'm already
Uh,
switched off. I'm in game mode.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and say that was very appreciative for you to put that image in my mind. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Pooch, you want to talk on the podcast before we get off this? We got 3 more minutes, bro. What's up?
Nah. He's fine.
Defend yourself, Pooch.
Defend myself on what?
Oh, we were talking all kinds of
About
shit
all
about
this
you.
truth that we were just
Yeah,
spitting.
bro.
Dude, we go through this all the time.
No. This time we were talking
No, we're
about
spitting.
how
hot
hard is it for
fire
people
facts.
to change. You missed the whole podcast, but the question was, is like drug addicts, right? Why can't they stop? People in abusive, like beating relationships where you get physically assaulted. Why can't they stop? People who want to kill themselves, you try to help them and support them and say, "Don't kill yourself," but then when you say it to kill yourself, they say, "Fuck you."
People with baby mamas that have the same problem, but they don't ever do anything to change it, but still complain about it.
Boom.
Why don't you do anything about it? Shit like
Boom.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think mentally, like, do people struggle with that? You can use yourself as an example, but like, why do you think we can do so many things in the world, like with our creative mindset, but we can't fucking switch off shit like that?
I guess it's just fucking willpower, I guess. You know, you have to fucking have the will to actually want to change. You know, if you're just fucking wanting to go over and over on the same shit, then that's your own fucking life.
So it's that whole mind trap that Slim was talking about all these years. Still
Yep.
trapped.
Still,
You gotta-
well,
you gotta-
yeah,
you
still
gotta-
trapped.
You gotta have that still trap. No, we were only asking, bro. That's what we went in a rabbit hole today of just everybody just dealing with stupid shit and why it's so acceptable. You know? Look at
I don't
Poochie's so lost. He's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I guess for like me and my fucking shit was like, I guess I just didn't want to like see it myself, and so I just fucking kind of like just blocked it out, blocked all the negative, and was like, I'm not gonna hear this bullshit. I'm just gonna think what I want to think. But you kind of have to hear the negative from everybody just to fucking.
But wouldn't you
So
ra-
did you hold on real quick, let me ask you a question. So did you kind of concoct and fake reality in your like brain on what you think that you were living when you really weren't living because you didn't want to hear like
so
the
you were living a
actual facts?
different life than you were actually living.
Like in your
Mentally.
mind you were like this, like it was like cool, and like the facts were over here, and you're like, nah, that's bullshit. I'm not. That's dumb.
I knew the facts were there. It's just for me, it's just like I don't want to really believe that they're actually true. I just kind of want to see it for myself and see it actually play out.
So
You know what I mean?
So literally, we would have to give you a video of her, like someone sucking a dick. Like doesn't I'm not saying your baby mama, but just a girlfriend. One of your girlfriends was cheating on you. We'd have to show you a video like this is like on Cheaters, the show Cheaters.
Yes,
Like
epic
give you
show.
like this, be like we followed
Shout
her
out.
for 5 days. She went into the fucking Quiznos at fucking 4:45 a.m.
Took it in the ass.
and no, at 4:45 p.m. And she called you.
Took
You
in the
said
ass.
that you were gonna be at, and then she was in the Quiznos bathroom for 45 minutes with I think the Quiznos manager, and I believe, and we put a video camera in there, and this is what we caught. And she's in there just getting fucking railed, and you'd be like, okay, no, now I believe it.
Back then, yes. Now, no. Because one of the first things I ask, like when I'm actually talking to somebody, is, have you either cheat or cheated on? And that's from there I go. If they're the ones that have cheated, then I kind of already know. All right, well, it's a fucking possibility she'll fucking cheat on me. Do I really want to go down that route? Do I want to go down that road where she could possibly cheat on me? So it kind of all depends. You know, how far did she cheat? Why did she cheat? Like really knowing what she did in that circumstance, and I can't judge him for it. I can't be like, all right, cool, and just be like, no, fuck you. Like, I'll give him a shot, but at the same time, if they cheat, I'm done. I'm just done with it. I'm not gonna fucking play that game anymore.
So maybe Pooch is mentally somewhat not strong, but building his way up.
Building, I
Yeah,
mean,
he's-
one brick at a time.
It only took him 2.5 years, but he's learning.
The wall's taking a while. But it's starting to come up a little bit.
You know, sometimes you get a dick in your mouth and you realize that this is not the flavor you thought it was going to be.
Sometimes you just realize, like,
Right.
maybe I don't like dick in my mouth.
You know, it happens. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little aggressive. Well, as we always,
No,
people, we're
I'm
going to say our
talking like
goodbyes. Lonnie doesn't have
Initial
a
conversation.
Lonnie doesn't have a mic. Fuck Pooch.
Like, you
We're
just
watching
come
the
out
game.
right out the gate. Hey, bitch, you ever fucking cheated? Basically.
Hey, it's one of
Hey.
Pooch's top 3 questions.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
suck?
honest
Do you
about it.
suck dick? Have you cheated?
Yeah.
I like it.
If you can accept
Oh.
if you can accept true honesty and criticism, then there should be no problem why you can't answer that question. None.
I don't ask that question because it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I
If
don't
you're
think.
gonna
Yeah,
cheat, then you're gonna cheat. We should then, hey,
I'm with Paulie
Deuces.
Crystal. I'm with Paulie Crystal. Well, I'll say goodbye for Lonnie because Pooch took his mic because there's a racist thing going on between a white and Mexican guy. So
feel
there.
a chai.
But Pooch, you got anything for the people?
Not much, man. Fucking looking forward to this game.
All right, Pooch, you're stupid. Beautiful. What do you got?
Saying Niners, Chiefs, Super Bowl.
I like it.
Niners are winning.
Let's calm down. I like it though.
Pieces.
Paulie Diesel, what you got?
Yo. Yeah.
All right, cool. Man, a few words.
No, I'll see you guys, next week. It's gonna be
America,
a good time.
I love it. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys, motherfuckers, being here. Oh, Lonnie's got the mic back.
Yo, I just want to say, let's go Niners.
I love it. Support in this room, guys. But no, I'm glad you guys are still listening, still fuck with us. We're coming up on a year, dude. So I appreciate you guys' love, support. Love, like, subscribe, tell your homies about us. We'll see you motherfuckers again soon. Peace.